here comes the rain. Well, certainly not everywhere and not all at once, but one thing's for sure, this week isn't going to be anywhere near as sunny or as warm. Over the weekend, temperatures reached 24 Celsius. This week, it's going to be a good deal cooler, and Monday will bring some outbreaks of rain. In fact, some of us have already had rain.
Good morning. The weather this week, very changeable compared to last week. We'll have rain at times, there will be some sunny spells, but it's also going to feel much cooler. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Today, well, it's a chilly start for some of us. There's a touch of frost around, a little bit of fog as well. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. For some of us, it's a chilly start to the day where we've had clear skies. There's a little bit of mist around as well, some fog patches too. You can see this one in Greater London. Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. The week ahead is looking changeable. There'll be spells of rain at times, there'll be some sunshine, and it's going to feel cooler than last week. But this morning across many parts of England, we're starting off on a fine and a dry note with some sunshine. Now, if you have an allergy to tree pollen, worth mentioning, the levels are high or very high across the Midlands and the South East today, low or moderate for the rest of us. Good morning, Sal and John. Good morning to you too. This morning, some of us have started with some sunshine. Some of us have seen some rain. Beautiful picture here from Kenny. We've got a double rainbow here. Sal and John, for the Easter weekend, it remains unsettled.
Oh, OK. All right. Thank you anyway.
Disappointed in Carol.
Well, it's been so lovely, hasn't it, for the last couple of weeks that, yeah, it's bad luck that for Easter weekend it's not going to be quite so nice.
No, there will be some sunshine at times, though. Okay. It's not a washout.
OK, good. Thank you very much indeed.
Hi, Ben. And if you live in central and eastern England, we've got one last fine and dry day with just a bit of cloud bubbling up, spells of sunshine around. It is a month that we've seen hardly any rain across the UK. Indeed, there are some places that have seen no rain at all in the first 2 weeks of April. However, that is all about to change because over the next few days, low pressure is going to take over and we'll all get to see outbreaks of rain. Could be quite heavy for a time across Wales and southwest England, potentially bringing some localised surface water flooding, but a real change of weather emphasis, change of weather fortunes compared with a dry start to the month. It looks pretty unsettled from here on.
Good afternoon. The weather this week, unfortunately, not quite as dry or as sunny as last week. It is a little more unsettled and it's certainly feeling a little cooler. Today, not too bad, however. Plenty of sunshine around first thing. You can see the blue skies across the town. We've had fair weather cloud bubbling up ever since. Through this afternoon, we'll start to see an increase of cloud.
Well, Ben, better the terrier probably best not go up the Scottish mountains over the next few days because it'll be cold enough for some snow over the very tops of the mountains as our weather changes from these dry, sunny conditions that we've been enjoying for a long, long time.
The tulips aren't the only things that are beautiful at the moment. It's gorgeous, dear. What a stunning photo. And the blossom, the cherry blossom is peaking. So lots of lovely things to look at outside. However, the weather, it's a bit of a mixture. So tomorrow we've got some sunny spells coming through the cloud, but also the risk of showers. It's a bit more settled for Wednesday and Thursday, and then into the end of the week becoming more unsettled again. And then it becomes more changeable into the bank holiday weekend. We will, of course, keep you up to date. But for now, from me and the beautiful tulips, all thousands of them, have a super evening. Cheerio.
Well, weather-wise, it felt like another country last week, or another season at least. But now we're back to April business as usual. Sunshine and showers recorded here by our weather watchers. Some of those showers are really quite heavy out towards the west, and temperatures have now returned to the seasonal average, which is where they'll stay as we head through the rest of this week.
But it's possibly all changed this week. Kate is here to tell us more, and I have a feeling that you are green-fingered.
Depending on who you ask, not really, but I'll say I am just to make it look good. The rain is on its way. Now, we haven't had any rain really for a month or more. So tonight we'll see a change in the weather. So gardeners will be a bit grateful because we are a bit parched. Now, for this morning, it was a really bright start. Loads of sunshine, very little in the way of cloud, as you could see. But the cloud moved in as we headed through the day. Now, we haven't had too many showers, just little spots of rain in the thicker areas of cloud.
And we're coming up to bank holiday, Alex. And you know what that means, right?
You're going to ask me the big question, aren't you?
Yes, I am. That's what you're there for.
We'll get there in a second. it's not looking that good. But let's take a quick look back at today before we take a look forward. And this was a scene at Greenwich earlier. The sun still shining across actually much of the southeast, the blossoms blossoming, but it hasn't been this way across all parts of the country. Out towards the West Country, Exeter in particular, it has somewhat been a cloudier day here. However, the spring flowers certainly brightening up what has been a dull day, and there is rain on the way, but the gardens certainly do need it. They're going to get a bit of a watering, actually. Let's take a look at the weather warnings that the Met Office issued earlier today. We haven't seen those warnings for quite some time, not for rain anywhere, but we do have one kicking in at midday tomorrow across all parts of Wales and also down into the West Country. And because the ground is very dry at the moment, that could lead to some surface water flooding. So just go careful on the road. So as we focus on this week of weather, it is going to be noticeably cooler, although temperatures at times will still be a little above average for the time of year. Case of rain or shower, some of that rain is going to be on the heavy side. That's why those warnings are very much in place. But in between, there will be some spells of sunshine. So up towards the northwest tomorrow, it's not going to be too bad at all. But so it is all changed as we head through the next few days. But I had a little look into the future. And I think by the time we get to the end of April, perhaps things settling back down and perhaps more than weather that we had at the start.
OK, we'll take that, Alex.
To it, won't you?
Yeah, no, that's good. I'll take that. Thank you very much.